It is hopping tonight. It's Friday night. Friday nights from the neighborhood's going crazy. It's also street candy night, hangout night. There's Tina. Hey, Tina. I haven't streamed in 2 days, so I don't know how the algorithm's going to send out messages or not. Hey, Kathy. Thank you. Appreciate it. It's Friday night in the neighborhood. This is the night when everyone's out having a fun time. So probably it's not as crazy as May 5th. Boxes of stuff. Nope, nothing in the boxes. I'm using my second stabilizer. I got my first stabilizer last week. I pulled the cord out and accidentally broke the cord, and I couldn't figure out how to get it charged. So I just told Amazon I wanted to return and get another one. But then I figured it out. So now I have two, but two's good, because now I'm gonna have a second one. So we're testing out the second one tonight, because I figured then I can have one charging at all times. One charging and one ready to go. It's so hot though. Oh, this weather is, makes me not functional. You might notice I didn't really do anything yesterday. I was just, cool kid really wanted to try to get the new Zelda, so I walked to the game shop in Greenpoint twice yesterday, and they didn't have it, so I just ended up ordering on Amazon. He's going to get it Sunday, I think. Hey, Brian. So yeah, tonight we're going to look for we're at not 86, we're probably about 80 right now. Maybe 79. I think it's going down a little bit in temperature. But yeah, I'm not a fan of the high temperature. And yesterday I just even today I slept more, I think. I don't know. I think today, yeah. The last 2 days I've slept during the day and night. Like I've done a short night where I sleep 6 hours and I'm ready to go. But then it's so hot that I just end up wanting to sleep another 6 hours a day. It's really weird. I don't know what my sleep is doing right now. But I want to get my walk in because I didn't really get it in full. I got 7,000 steps yesterday, but not a full walk. So tonight I'm going to get a full walk. Gonna try at least, unless it gets too hot. But I feel rested now. The last few times I tried to walk, I was walking while I was exhausted. I'm going to be looking for garage sale signs. So I think we're going to walk to Greenpoint. I'm just going to look for garage sale signs for tomorrow. Hopefully we can see some kind of awesome sale or something. So we'll see how the algorithm treats the channel tonight, since I missed the day of streaming. I don't know if that's going to affect it. It might do that thing where it takes us 30 minutes before it starts kicking in. With the comic video earlier today, it immediately sent my main account the message I was live, but I didn't see a message on this channel. Hey, Marlana. So I don't know if the messages are going to send. The algorithm just acts really weird. I just realized too, on this stabilizer, there's a little tripod you can screw on it. I didn't screw the tripod on, and I usually like using it as a second handle. So sometimes I just switch hands. So I just realized I don't have that on this one. So I have to get used to this one. But it's nice to be back walking and talking. I kind of missed it. I get bummed out when I miss it. It's nice to do a comic call tonight too. I kind of miss doing those as well. Hey, Alex. Oh, hey, Jason. Jason, you missed my comic call. I was holding the David Bowie back. I wasn't going to show it until you're here. Nice, both of you guys. Yeah, no, the algorithm, I don't know how well the algorithm was missing because I missed a day. Because I honestly got most of my socializing here because Jason came and helped out in the shop yesterday. So I was actually in person hanging out with Jason for like an hour or two yesterday. That's why you guys didn't see me. It was sweet. Jason helped pick out the best copies out of a bunch of stuff I got from Streetside Anthony, and he just helped sort out and stuff. So Jason, I really appreciate that. I need to figure out how to live stream with someone on here because it would be cool to talk to one of you guys right now. Yeah, no worries, Jason. Exactly, yeah. And was live in person stream. Jason got to hang out in the basement a little bit, helping me move some stuff around, and he sorted my Alien Legion comics together. I think Jason was getting that like, oh, I gotta sort everything feeling, that exciting dig through comics feeling that you get when you see an amazing amount of comics all in one spot. That's how I feel, at least. Alex, the next time I do one of my live streams in the shop on the main channel, I need to go through the Pokemon with you. Or I need to just chat with you. I'm doing so much at once. I'm kind of exhausted. Yeah, I don't really show like the whole basement. It's many levels thick of comics. There you are, KJ. Thanks for finding the walking channel. Oh, it's hot today, though. I feel the thickness in the air. It makes me so hard. The last today, I like woke up. I had only 6 hours sleep, and then I had to sleep another like 3 hours afterwards because just the heat. Yeah, I'm trying to do the 3 channels, which I'm absolutely having fun. Even live streaming on the main channel was fun the last few times. I would love to do like an hour on each channel every day. Or an hour and a half. That would actually be the best ideal. Yeah, all 3 channels cranking. And then I did one robot face card yesterday. Is red, varying colors. I tested it out. It took me 34 minutes to make that card. So I'm trying to figure out how long it takes me to do each card, because I would like to do more art cards. I kind of love making them, but they also take up a lot of time. And I still have 6 or so from last week, so I might start doing them faster than actually people want them. Hey, Joe. Yeah, this is a much different. Well, I'm by the park. I do hear a few clubs and music going on. So there are a few areas where it's crazy. Yeah, my friend Sean hung out today in the shop for an hour or two. He brought me some more comics and all that kind of stuff. So that was fun. But yeah, I'm going into the Greenpoint right now because I'm going to check to see if there's any signs for garage sales like there were last weekend. I don't know. It might be a garage sale slow weekend. It might not be as crazy, or it might be tons. We'll find out soon enough, I guess. So far, the stream's been going pretty strong, though. We haven't had any disconnects. So I think... Does anyone know, do the cell signals work better in like sort of warmer temperature with no clouds? I feel like the signal's been way stronger tonight. I do find it a little bit harder to breathe in the warm air. I feel like it's a little bit of a struggle for me. All right, we're slowly climbing. Oh, hey, Ronnie. Hey, Rascal. Hey, Cameron. Just walking around looking for garage signs. Kind of hope there's another series of sales to go to tomorrow, because last week was awesome. I had so much fun last week. I gotta remember my hand cart. All right, we got something on there. Nothing there. All right, let's go on to Manhattan Ave, see if we can find any. Hey, Darren. Oh, this is fun. So people are slowly coming in. I'm just wondering how the algorithm was affected because I didn't do videos yesterday. But it seems like everyone's coming in slowly, and then we'll see if we'll max out again at like 30 people or at 30 minutes. We're still only 10 minutes in, so it's still a quick start. Whew. I'm trying to think. I don't have a topic to talk about tonight, so I don't have a long plan out. So we'll just have to figure out what's going on and see if there's anything fun to do. Let's go over this way. All right, this might be fresh paper. Fresh paper, drum lessons, bingo. Nope, nothing there. Yeah, the sky is really clear right now. There's not a lot of clouds, and the signal seems to be really strong. Oh, nothing there. Okay, we'll keep looking. Okay, this is kind of weird having. I normally have the tripod on the stabilizer. I forgot to attach it to this one, so I only have the one handle, where it makes it lighter, but holding it feels different to me. Okay, no sales there. Okay, not seeing any sales so far. Like last week, we had like 3 or 4 we found. I live very close to my comic shop. It's a small, short commute. My Friday was pretty good. Yeah, tell me if there's anything on Craigslist. What do I do today? So I woke up. I finally went through all of Sean's comics because I owed him on 2 hauls from like months ago. Hey, Will. And Will, this weekend you can bring me the comics, maybe Sunday. Right now I'm just looking to find any garage sale signs. If anyone put anyone up for the weekend. What was I saying? Oh yeah, today. So I got up. I finished going through Sean's stuff. I tried to find all the stuff. So that was in the comic video today. Got him caught up finally after like months of not getting caught up. So he was happy about that. And then I could do that. No, I know. Well, the guy who owns Comic Station in the neighborhood, he's already cornered that market for signs in the neighborhood. They get between him and Eric, they get all the best comics in the neighborhood. I feel like I miss out. But at the same time, I kind of don't want to just open up the doors because I don't sell comics enough to have a non-stop, stream of comics coming through the door. And I'm kind of not the kind of, like, I overpay when people bring stuff in. Like, I don't pay full price, but I don't absolutely rip people off either. Not that Comic Station or Action City rips people off either. In fact, the last time I was at Action City, he bought a collection. He paid pretty high on what he offered. It had amazing stuff. It had a giant size X-Men 1 in it. But I think he paid almost full price on that. And then like everything else was what he made profit on, which wasn't enough to make that much profit. But yeah, I see all kinds of old sales. I don't see any new sales. For me, I've been a collector since I was little. So I just like, where do you start? You just start. Right? You just start collecting when you have the urge to collect something. There's no like magical button you hit and all of a sudden you're a collector. It's either you like the collector or you don't. Hey, Leslie. So if you're a collector and you want to start collecting, honestly, hunting for stuff at garage sales is a great way or flea markets or thrift stores is a great way to collect, because then you can do that on a very low budget. $20 can probably get you a big pile of stuff. I'm not enjoying this. I think it's gonna be hard to walk this summer because I'm already feeling the struggle of the heat. Not fun at all. Ooh, pizza. Pizza. Yeah, exactly. I don't think you know what you want to collect until you actually start collecting it. It's one of those things that you don't figure out until you just figure it out, right? It's like, oh, I like that. Then you buy 2 of something, and then you realize you're a collector at that point. Yeah, that's the thing. Some people are just not collectors, so they don't even think about it. And then other people just think about it all the time. I wake up and think about it. I mean, I'm selling off most of my pops now. I don't really have the desire to collect them at the moment. Sort of. I'm on Manhattan Ave. So it's the avenue named after Manhattan. So it's kind of got that look, except the buildings aren't as tall. But I am technically on Manhattan Ave, so it's sort of like Manhattan. But the buildings are, it's only 2 or 3 story buildings instead of like 10 to 20 story buildings. Collecting in general, has changed tremendously because, I mean, you have like pre-internet eras. Collecting before the internet, you basically just bought what you bought. Okay, bike sale for Greenpoint Community Kitchen. Okay, that's just a bike sale. That's the first sale I've seen, but I'm not looking for bikes. Yeah, I'm too many. Alex, I'm going to pick out maybe my 1,000 best. That's my goal, probably 1,000 best, because I still think some of them will have value in the future. So I kind of don't want to miss out on that. But I don't have the desire to get the newest stuff coming out. Kind of like every time I see Funko now, I just get negative thoughts about it. Did it say big? I thought it said bike sale. Maybe I'm reading it wrong. Maybe it's too hot for my brain. Too hot for my brain. Oh, well, 25. Okay, the audience is growing a little bit. This is awesome. Yeah, no, so like Allison doesn't really have the collecting gene. She's collected a little bit just because she was having fun with me. 2014 pops. Those I think will have long-term value. You look at any toy line and the earliest stuff is always the most collectible and valuable. Transformers, the first couple years most valuable. G.I. Joe, first few years. Barbie, first few years. All that stuff. The older, the better. By the time you get to a toy line that's 10, 20, 30 years old, that's still going strong, it's just not as collectible. I mean, you're normal to me in my world, Melody, but maybe I'm weird. You know, it's weird to some people is other people's normal every day. It's the diversity of humankind. We're all different in all kinds of ways. Oh, did it drop out for a second? Okay. Let me see if I missed any questions. I spent too much on my car, but for me, it's like there's so many things I want. I could spend 20 grand a week easily. So I try to make everything pay for itself if I can. As long as I'm selling as much as I'm spending, then I'm okay. The problem is that when you start spending too much, you run out of cash real quick and go broke. Old sales, yeah, I'm not seeing any new signs for this week. Does it sound like a good sale, or does it sound kind of weak? Did I look at that window? There's like a hippie fashion store across the street that looks kind of fun. I don't think I've looked at that yet. I'm gonna take a look at this store just for the fun of it. Can someone block Khalid for me? I have no idea what that is. I don't need to be anti whatever they're doing right now. You're awesome too, Melody. I appreciate you. Jason, that doesn't sound like my kind of sale so much. Hey Ted, I didn't see you pop. I always miss Ted's message while I'm like looking around. Yeah, what the troll didn't know is that everyone in this room's a moderator. I think like 80% of the people in the room right now are moderators. It's hard to be a troll in a room like this. Get your ass out of there. All right, let's see. What would be your most prized thing to find? Ziggy stuff, always. Ziggy stuff's my most prized stuff because that's where my really heart is. In fact, I started collecting other toys just so that I had something to sell when I got old. Like, I love all the other stuff, but I thought, you know, when I'm like 60 years old, I need to retire and sell stuff. I'm not going to want to sell the Ziggy stuff. Okay, I am just not seeing anything. No signs. I think it's time to head back to Williamsburg. I mean, my number one most grail of grails would be original Ziggy art from June 27th, 1971. The very first Ziggy cartoon. If I could get the original art for that cartoon, that would be my number one grail. I do have the original art from July 2nd, 1971. So I think the 5th day of publication. So from the first week of Ziggy ever, I do have that work of art. I do like games and toys, book CDs. Yeah, there might be some cool graphic novels in there. Which sale is that one? Well, we're in Greenpoint right now. Greenpoint is more of it's like a Polish neighborhood. It's not really a club area. It's more in Williamsburg that you'll get more of the nightlife. So I came over here to check for signs because usually Greenpoint also has more of the garage sales, whereas in Williamsburg it's more like the it's just more upper class now, I guess. That might be too far for me. I still have to get work done. Like, I actually have to sell things tomorrow, hopefully. Saturday's the day that I make like half my money for the week. I need to grow this channel so it kind of pays for things. Then I can walk and do whatever the heck I want. I'll be like, Jason, can you look up garage sales in Connecticut? I think I want to go to somewhere in Connecticut. Find me just some cool garage sales in Connecticut. That's where we're going this weekend. That's why I'm hoping in the future it kind of acts that way. For now, I'm looking for like within like a mile walking distance. Holy grail. I mean, Action Comics 1, of course. Start with Action Comics 1 and then get the rest if it's the most grail-y of grail comics. But right now, number one, or near the top of the list, is probably Giant Size X-Men 1 and the Hulk 181. Action 252, X-Men 1, Fantastic Four 1. I think those are my top 5 that I'm going to go for next once I sell enough stuff to pay for it. I mean, pretty good. What happens is when I put them out, like I did 10 boxes on Monday and I sold $1,000 worth really quick. I sold the best stuff. The top echelon of cream sells really well. If I could buy a collection that's all $100 plus pops, that would do well. I would sell really well with that. That stuff's still selling. It's only those cheaper $10 ones that no longer sell that well, which is a little bit of frustration. But basically, I was able to sell enough pops right away to pay for all the comics Will is selling me. So I'm keeping up with Will. Will keeps bringing me like a long box of comics every few days, it feels like. With 3 people, probably the 2 people I have dinner with every night to begin with. Cool kid and my wife. And then third person, I don't know, my mom. That'd be longer. I could just have dinner with Jason one night. That'd be cool. You know, I'll invite Jason, Tina, and Ted. We'll have a dinner one night. There we go. And if they're not available, probably any other people will be awesome. Because, I mean, it's one thing to talk to a famous person, but it's another to spend time with people that really appreciate you and spend time with you. That's where value is in life. Hey, Serge. In fact, every night when I'm like super duper busy, my favorite time of day is if we eat dinner together and we watch a TV show. So I spend an hour. So before the walk, I spent 30 minutes with Allison, the cool kid. We watched an episode of Star Wars Visions because we never finished that. It was pretty fun. But that's a precious half an hour for me. Just spending time with my family. Every minute spent with your family is a good time. Oh, I forgot you were here, Alex. Yeah, no, Alex, I already assume, like, I don't need magical powers. I already assume we're going to have dinner together. And that's the same with Jason, honestly. Yeah, no, but all you guys. Yeah, Alex, you're also on the list. See, that sucks. I need more. What is there, 24 people in here right now? So yeah, I need a dinner with 24 people. Although I'm not really good when you get past like 2 people. My brain shuts down. It's just too much conversation at once. But yeah, 23 people now. So one less person that we could have dinner together. Oh, songs that have helped me get through. When is the Dallas Comic Con? I'm working on that. Yeah, no, I'm just working. I mean, I'm working in general, wanting to do more travel and Comic Cons. I need more cash coming in my life. It's so hard to. There's like such a big difference between doing the things that make income and doing the things I absolutely love. Like right now, I could be selling on Whatnot or something that would make me income, but I don't love that. I'd rather be out here walking and chatting with you guys. Trying to think. I'll let me think about Alex. That's really close, isn't that? Like less than a month from now. I don't know if I can wrap my head around that. I gotta figure something out though, because I mean, honestly, I was looking at airfare to Kansas City and like different other places that we could go together, and it just seemed like cheap, like $300 round trip. Oh, what did the email say? Jason, you gotta take me to the Koch warehouse and be my like safety shield, because I feel so intimidated by going there. Like the thought of going there is free comics. So every $10 you spend, oh man, oh, that sounds really enticing. Kind of want to go. I don't know though. I don't know. I'm so overwhelmed with stuff I gotta get done. And yeah, all I want to do is dig through and buy comics. I need to sort more comics to get more selling though. We did go. We got, 2 boxes priced out yesterday? So that's $1,500 worth of potential value. Now, Allison's would be cool with a trip. Get out of her hair a little bit. When I'm around, like, Allison, we gotta do 5,000 things. All right, gotta do this at the shop, do this. And she just wants to sit, run the shop, and then play video games when she's not in the shop. No, I know, Jason. I'm intimidated that I'll not only spend 5 hours, but I'll buy 5 long boxes. And you've seen the basement. I'm like at capacity. I really need to spend time and remove about 20 long boxes worth of comics for sale and get them out. And then I can keep going. Especially because Will bought us freaking, I don't know if Will's still here, he freaking he messaged me a couple nights at like 12:45 at night. He's like, yeah, I'm on my way to buy some comics from Facebook Marketplace. I'm like, what? He's like, if you don't hear from me, call the cops. So I was like, okay, let me know where you're going at least, so I have somewhere to point though. So, but he goes and he buys 2 long boxes of comics in the middle of the freaking night. It's crazy. But he was so afraid that someone else would snag him in the morning that he was like, all right, I gotta go right away and try to get these. Alex, do you feel comfortable enough? Like, I don't want to, I mean, yes, come be my chauffeur. We'll hang out and buy way too many comic books. I'll buy too many comic books and you can just watch a hoarder in action. I love that idea though. I love it. Yeah, no, that's I mean, I appreciate that, Retro. There's a lot of people still buy cheap pops. They just don't sell the same way they used to. I am trying to do the mystery boxes where they're like $6 a pop in bulk. I didn't get any takers last time, but I'm hoping next Tuesday I get a few takers. Because it would be nice just to clear out some stuff in bulk for cheap. Just to clear it out. The store is so loaded up right now, though. I think Allison priced out 500 to 1,000 cassette tapes. And we're getting the comic books. I just put out a box. I didn't price them yet, but I brought them a box of Bronze Age, Silver Age, and Golden Age Archies into the shop. I gotta get them priced tomorrow. There's a Are we back? Yeah, Jason, if you ever get a chance to borrow the car and you want to spend a day hunting comics, I want to go to Midtown Outlet because the amount of stuff Sean is getting, I want to grab all their indie long box mystery boxes, even if it's 4 of them. Because, 300 comics for like 15 cents each. I don't care how shitty they are. Like, I love that kind of shit. It's like, I don't want to grab all those. Mystery box is definitely a gamble. But it really depends on what you like. For instance, the KRS comic mystery boxes are full of only their own exclusives. And the top value ones are worth so much that even when you get a box that's like bad, you make a value, you get more value than you spend. But like when you hit the good boxes, it pays for 5 boxes. I literally buy a $100 box and get $500 in value based on eBay prices. So if 1 in 5 hit like that, you're not losing money. Are you gonna buy it for yourself? I want to dig in. Yeah, no, I really want to get one of those mystery boxes. The idea for like $40, like who knows what could be in there? It might be a lot of more modern stuff, but even if it's like modern image stuff, that's amazing. But if it's all like 80s junk, I'll be thrilled to get that. Love 80s junk for us. All right, I like that idea. You sure you're gonna have like? I mean, you're not a spring chicken. I don't want you to give yourself a hernia. Try and get that home. You need a hand car for that.
Oh, you're on a bike. Okay, so
yeah, for me, it's not about getting the most mint condition item, whether it's a toy or a comic book. It's about getting the best value. So if I can buy a slab 9.8 comic for half price, I totally want it. If I can get that same comic in a mid-grade for half price, I want it. But I'm not going to buy a 9.8 for full price or above full price just because it's the best condition. And I'm not going to buy a beat up one for double the price just because it's cheaper than the mint one. For me, it's the value first, then condition. All right, we're going to buy one of the first clubs that are going on right now. They got blue lights going on up top. People are dancing and singing. Jason, long box is really difficult to carry. I've tried it before. That's just not something easy. You need a hand cart for that. Baseball cards are a thing. In fact, they're way more a thing now that after the pandemic because people start paying big money for them. I mean, it's a long box. You know how big those are. It's completely jam-packed full. high grade baseball cards, like 1990s cards that are in like just regular condition aren't really worth that much. But if you get a Gem Mint 10 one that's graded, people will pay stupid money for that just because it's rare and that grade. Yeah, Jason, just figure out one weekend. If you get a vehicle, then yeah, I'll come with you and we can super duper load up. Or if I can get like street side to go shopping with me. Only if I hear our amazing 80s song that I absolutely love. It's all about the music I hear. The cut, that I don't really get an urge to dance to that. But yeah, you give me some beautiful music, I'll dance to it. Not So yeah, I think we peaked out again at about 30 minutes. We were at 25 people. It's funny how it kind of works like clockwork. I do like yesterday, we still got 40 watch hours without a new video. That was actually kind of cool. Surprised most people are dressed up and have long pants on, and it's like, oh, it's too hot out here to not be half naked, honestly. It's way too hot. I beatbox all the time. It's just a thing I do. I'm trying to figure this seems a little bit crooked. Yeah, there's like a lot of people here hanging out, having to, yeah, it's way, as you can see in Greenpoint, it was dead. Over here, it's full of people trying to have a fun time. With lots of bouncers. Lots of bouncers and a lot of lines that get in. Let's go over to Bedford, see what's going on the main street. Maybe we'll check the book deposit box. See what's going on over there. See if we find some treasure. I mean, I could... Yeah, B-52s I can buy them. They're both fun. I remember when I first saw the videos for Rock Lobster in the 80s, I thought, this is fun. They got more music, more clubs. Definitely a club night tonight. People are out and about. It's also street candy night. So maybe we'll get some other street entertainment. They run around. I haven't seen any today though. Maybe it's getting too hot to run around and dig in the trash. It is. It's Friday night. I tell people all week, Friday night is the night when people are out and about in this neighborhood. It's a very club-heavy, bar-heavy, hangout neighborhood. People come to this part of the city to hang out on Friday nights, basically. There's also 5 hotels right by where my shop is, within like 2 blocks. There's all kinds of stuff, so lots of people come and stay here as well. Whew. This air is so thick tonight, though. It's hard for me to talk walking by the bathhouse. Yeah, there's no half-naked dining tonight. Just during the day, I guess. I don't get this place. I don't understand the half-naked dining. It's so... I'd be so uncomfortable to be like half-naked eating a bowl of soup or something. We had a super small one at the courthouse because we didn't really have money to spend, so we're like, yep, let's just get married. I think we spent about $100 on our wedding, which is perfect. It was a wonderful day, and we didn't go into debt. Like, I mean, I understand the celebration of your life together with someone, but I don't understand spending, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000. To me, that's so expensive. And then we went to, afterwards we went to Junior's. And I had, steak, shake, I forget what it was. It was lobster and steak dinner. It was delicious. I had a cheesecake. Junior's cheesecake is the best. Oh, Oingo Boingo is wonderful. I absolutely love them. I love hearing Danny Elfman's voice and a fun, like, punky pop. All right, I need some water. I'm trying to grab my water bottle. All right, water break. Yeah, I always say, all right, I think people should celebrate a wedding with a down payment for a house and then have everything in the house. Yeah, I think people should put the down payment on the house, buy the house, have the wedding at the house, everything at the house, make the whole house about the wedding, celebrate this life together, and now you have an asset to live in. And like, if the party members want to donate $100 towards that house down payment, even better. Because who needs a bunch of dishware and other random crap when having a place to live and not worrying about god-awful rent rates going up all the time would be awesome. I had a Red Bull one a day. I don't need to kill myself with Red Bull. I have one a day, if that. I try not to have it. I only have it if I feel wheezy. Exactly. Invest in the marriage and not the ceremony. Because if you're buying a house together and you're investing in the house, you're investing in long term. You're not thinking, oh wait, yard sale, May 13th. What do we got? We got clothing. All right, someone just marked the time. We're at 43:02. Someone just messaged me 43:02 or mark it in the description. Even though it's clothing, it might still be worth checking out because this is really, really close. North 8th Street. Exactly. I understand having this beautiful, event in front of family and all that. I mean, that's cool. I get it. And I'm not downplaying anyone that does want to do that. But I like the idea of having a solid foundation to build your family on. When you're getting married with someone, you're going, you're doing it because you love the person. Hopefully you're doing it. Hopefully you think you're going to have kids. Not everyone wants kids, and I don't blame people for that either, but kids are like the most magical thing that you can do. And having a house or a stable place is worth so much more than one day. One beautiful magical day. I mean, it's a beautiful magical day, but unless you're like a super rich person, it's so crazy. Oh, yard sale, same one. Only one yard sale tomorrow so far. All right, let's go this way. I don't know. The way I think about life is more logical than it should be. I just think of logic as much as I can. Exactly. Someone that will be there on your worst days. Because everyone wants to be with you on your best days. But being there on your worst days is the person you want to be with. That coffee house is hopping. That's perfect. Yeah, having a house is such a great thing because you feel more stable. You're still spending money more than the house is worth in a sense. Maintenance, mortgage interest, but a lot of the value you're just spending that you would be wasted on rent is going into the house. So you're creating an asset, a thing of value that you can live in, and hopefully long term it reduces your cost. Because rent just keeps going up, but your mortgage doesn't. Your mortgage should eventually be paid off after a time. And if you're really frugal, I'm not saying be frugal, I spend way too much money, but I like to invest in things that have value. You can eventually pay down the mortgage and maybe, refinance. Yeah, no, that's perfect. You want someone that you just really enjoy your time with. Like if someone's too different than you and they just like get agitated by the things you like, that usually does not work very well. Nothing.
Multipliers on their industry based on
Oh, I think that's the same exact one.
on their
Yeah, they got signs everywhere. They're really selling their clothing.
it's like they should be done.
Exactly. Your mortgage doesn't go up, but yeah, your maintenance costs go up. And, but with time, eventually it gets paid off, or you can refinance after 10 years and your monthly payments can go down. It really all depends on if you want lower payments or you want to get it paid off faster. But yeah, if you only rely on rent, you're going to just rely on the prices keep going up. You know, and when you own a house, you do have to think you're going to eventually have an emergency on the house. So what you need to do is save, a little extra money, $200 a month. Just put it away, and that, and put it, maybe get a little bit of interest, put it in a CD. Just take that money, have it save up so that if you need to replace the roof, or if there's something that gets damaged, a new boiler, new, hot water heater, those things do break and you do have to replace them eventually. I know I would love the home one day. It's so expensive though. Like in this neighborhood, the cheapest small closet of apartment's $1 million. And I don't make anywhere near enough to pay for that. I don't know if I can't tell if this is crooked or not. It feels like it's slightly crooked. Electric bike for sale.
You're not talking about.
What I really would like is just a good space for a studio. That would be my dream. That's why I started YouTube, to try to earn enough money to pay for a large space. I want like a 5,000 square foot loft that I could just have my collection set up and I could just do all kinds of fun content every day. That would be my dream come true, honestly. Yeah, we're only 48 minutes in, but I feel like I've been walking for hours because of the heat. The air is just so thick and... Alright, let's see if there's any new books. There were new books the last time I came here. Let's see if we got anything new. Anything new? It's new every freaking time. Oh, look, sweet. A One Piece Japanese manga. Dope. How fucking cool is that? Okay. Alright, score. Fader. No, I don't need that. Got kid books. Kid books. One more book.
Yeah, right.
Elizabeth Warren's Big Bold Plans. I'm actually going to take that. Okay. Home for Izzy Pippic. Wait, what is this one? It's funny how it's different every time I come here. The Girl Who Spun Gold. Okay, I'm going to get that too. I do like some kids' books if it sounds like an interesting topic.
Are you coming?
Do I want a musical one? I'm gonna grab a musical one too. That sounds fun. I might as well grab that one too. I bet that one's fun.
Trust me, I am telling you something.
Yes.
That is better.
How far has come?
That one sounds fun. I don't know if I need that one though.
Dale.
Okay, I think I'm good. It's a little free book.
Están esperando.
Yeah, you got cool books.
A midnight library.
Isn't that cool? Books are wonderful. You just...
Oh, I'm that way.
Hello. You guys having a fun evening?
Yes.
Yeah? Awesome. Love you guys.
¿Qué onda? Dale, boludo.
Of course, Racho. Of course.
Nice. This is not a scooter, this is a motorcycle. You can take us, all of us, to the other side.
Alright, I gotta put the books away in my backpack.
It's just.
You should make one. Make a book thing. I've seen a few throughout the neighborhood, like in all kinds of different places. I know of 2 or 3 others that are, but they're a little bit too far away for looking every day. But looking daily is awesome. 2 drunk guys were really excited to see me recording, so they wanted to be on the video. It happens pretty often on Friday nights, actually. I think every Friday night I bump into people that are excited to. I either get people that are really excited to be on stream, or people that don't want anything close to their back. Hello! Thank you. Yeah, they're having a fun time. That's too funny. I like it though. It's much better when people are super happy and excited for life than when people are nasty people. Those guys are fun though. Those guys are having fun. Okay, I got my books in my backpack. Keep walking. Of course, and Retro, I'll definitely remember you guys. You guys are all my best. You guys are the best. I'll always remember. Yeah, I get a little nervous. He took my camera to walk. I started walking backwards with it. It's all good. Trying to wonder where we want to go next. Yes, I just got hugged by drunk strangers. But you know what? I'm okay with that. As long as people are friendly and nice, I'm happy when I see people happy in the world. I think that's actually pretty cool. It was amazing. How amazing was that? Random strangers that are just super happy to be part of what I'm doing. They don't know what I'm doing. They just want to be part of it. I had a guy the other day that said something kind of foul about fondling me. See, that wasn't fun. I didn't like that guy. I like the people that are happy about it. Yeah. Oh, that's the same flea market from a week ago. Spring Art Market. I wonder what that is. Maybe I'll check that out. Broadway, so it's that way a few blocks. All right. Okay, let's go this way. I know the world needs a lot of habits. That's why I like coming out Friday night. There's some lady twerking on a pole over there. I like coming out Friday night because that's when like people are out to have fun. People are trying to be happy right now. Other people are getting some food. I got the food trucks hopping. All right. That's what's the fun of pop walks. You never know what kind of crazy people you're gonna bump into. It might be awesome, it might be kind of freaky, but either way, it's not dull at all. Yeah, good vibes. Good vibes are the best. There's lots of music in the neighborhood, lots of people just being happy. It's fantastic. Friday nights in the neighborhood, I love it. There's some of my Friday and Saturday nights are my favorite days to walk around, just because I feel like that's when a lot of people are just hitting their happy spots. They've had a bad week, and now they're just trying to have some fun. Pop drunks. That's true. That's true. 3 of my 18 daily hugs. Oh, that's a good question. So for lunch, for dinner, right before the walk tonight, Allison made me arugula salad with sweet peppers. They're a little bit more spicy than sweet. And mozzarella. It was like a really big salad, absolutely delicious. I love a good salad. I eat a lot of salads actually. I probably eat 1 to 3 salads a day. I think this morning I had a salad as well. But I need a salad with some protein in it usually. Because if I eat just a salad without the protein, I don't enjoy it as much. So I like to have either like an egg in it or a little bit of chicken or, you know, that kind of stuff. I did have one box of cookies. That was probably bad for me, but they were gluten-free Girl Scout cookies because we just got Girl Scout cookies. Really good with a nice cup of milk. Oh yeah, this is right here is the Just Salad that I always walk by that someone was talking about, but then right across the street we have Just Food for Dogs. Just the healthy dog food store across from the Just Salad place. For breakfast, Allison made me eggs with corned beef hash. Sometimes she adds hash browns. That's a good meal. That's really easy for me to eat. I don't choke on that at all. Yeah. There's a lot of that here too. No, not. I don't eat them with that. I don't really like the THC. It kind of just makes me a little bit too paranoid. But I do take CBD daily. CBD helps with anxiety. Like I can tell if I don't take it, I just feel like everything would bother me in the world. When I take it, I can have random strangers just come right up to me and give me a hug, and I think it's a wonderful experience, and I'm not like freaked out. Whereas normally I'd probably be a little bit freaked out. It was Girl Scout cookies. It was just like a regular kind of cookie, but it was a gluten-free one. It was actually really good. And it absorbed the milk pretty good. Sometimes the gluten-free cookies don't absorb milk very well. Yeah, well, CBD is great. With salads, I need to vary it up. I can't have the same salad every day. Otherwise, I get really sick of it. So I need, like, one day it'll be like a chicken, romaine, onion, and tomatoes. The next day, it might be arugula. Arugula has a complete different taste than romaine. Romaine is just a very simple lettuce. Arugula has a very strong earthy taste, which I absolutely love. But if I had arugula every day, I would hate it. So I like having arugula like just as an occasional treat. I can't eat kale. Kale is just too thick, so I choke on it a little bit. Yeah, mustard corned beef hash is great. Yesterday I had mustard on a can of tuna. I just felt like some tuna fish. Tuna is really easy for me to eat because it has, you know, they're drenched in oils usually. Dressing wise, I usually like a vinaigrette or a balsamic vinegar with a little bit of oil. I kind of like it simple. I don't like it to be too I like a ranch dressing occasionally or like a creamy Italian, but I don't want to eat too much sugar-laden dressings. I just like a nice tart dressing that kind of spices it up. Oh yeah, I'm addicted to ice cream. I had a whole pint of pistachio yesterday. Allison picked it up for me because I kept talking about after we were talking about ice cream the other day, and you guys were all talking about ice cream. I needed ice cream, but I didn't have any. She's like, why didn't you pick any up? I was like, I didn't think about it. Like, usually I don't like going to the supermarket to think of what I'm going to eat because I have so many food issues. It just like gives me anxiety. It makes me a little bit upset. So Allison just gets me the stuff she knows I like that I can eat well without getting sick on it or having problems. Every once in a while I'll eat something wrong that I shouldn't be eating, but you break down because sometimes you just want a fucking slice of pizza. Right now I've been craving jelly donuts and cream-filled donuts. I haven't had a donut in about 2 years. Maybe a year. I think a year ago I had a gluten-free powder donut. It was okay. Yeah. I tried to do the walk and talk with just the phone itself, but for some reason using Streamlabs, it doesn't use the iPhone stabilization very well. It'd be cool because then it would be a little bit easier to be more discreet. Now I have a big gimbal, so when I walk into people, they're like, what the heck are you doing? You kind of freak some people out. If I walk by one of the magic lettuce stores, sometimes there's some people that are a little bit too they've had a little bit too much and they get a little agitated because they're being filmed. You know, their paranoid level goes a little too high.
Is it non parlo italiano?
But yeah, the gimbal really helps just keep a much nicer picture, because the first few videos I did on the channel, I was walking around and it was just like jumping all over like this. So I feel like the gimbal really improves the quality of the picture. But yeah, I might on my birthday. My birthday is June 23rd, so like one day a year. Sometimes I break down and I eat one wheat thing that I miss eating, but then I pay for it for like at least a week. So I don't know. Last year I had plans to, and then I chickened out a little bit. I was gonna eat a whole pizza. Yeah, well, I mean, some people still get upset, which I don't mind. I don't need to, like, if I'm walking by someone and someone's getting upset about filming, I just walk extra fast. I get out of there, and it's done with. You know, and then some people want to hang out for 10 minutes. Thank you, I appreciate that. I've been researching and trying to figure out how to create live videos that are in pretty high quality as best as I can. I want to do better though. I'm not even happy yet. I want to do 4K live if I can. I would love to do 4K. That doggy's excited about something. All right, here we go. Stoop sale. Okay, we got LPs, records, books, posters. 124 3rd Street. Someone marked the time, 1 hour and 2 minutes. When it's over, 1 hour and 2 minutes. That sounds like actually a pretty decent sale. That's what I've been looking for. Been looking for a sale like that. All right, I'll go one more time. Stoop sale, Saturday 13th, 12 to 6. Clothes, VHS, DVDs, LPs, vinyl, posters, books. That means I'll go ask for comics. There might be a chance there's a graphic novel or something. Anything over here? Nope. All right, where are we at? 2 sales for tomorrow so far? So my mom is big into CBD. She makes oil that I take daily. She grows her own, so I know it's like good CBD and not watered down. So it's a oil I take 2 drops or 1 drop every day when I wake up. And that's enough to, it's helped me in many ways. One, I've had gout problems in the past. And the last time I had a gout flare up about 2 years ago, my toe was double the size and I didn't even realize it. Because the CBD just takes out the pain. And South 3rd, I believe. Yeah, honestly, all people, if you have a phone in your house, you're taking a dump on the toilet, you're being filmed. All phones are filming and taking pictures of you and all that and going to the government. The government has you taking a dump on the toilet, I'm sure of it. So, you might be paranoid about me, but you're being recorded left and right, everything you do today. The Google car will drive by, you're being recorded. All these businesses probably have cameras recording you right now. Everything is being recorded. So, yeah, tough luck trying to not be recorded. Yeah, no, the government most likely, if you have your phone on you, it most likely is keeping track of you. It's recording information.
You can see people left and right, everyone.
So yeah, cover your phone if you're doing something you don't want to be recorded. I'm 100% sure of it. That's what Snowden leaked when he leaked it, that the government does a lot of surveillance stuff. A lot of surveillance stuff. It is kind of scary. That's why, especially if you're on TikTok, that's controlled by the China. I mean, it sounds kind of, conspiracy kind of thing. But yeah, with TikTok, you don't know what the phones can be remotely accessed by the government. You don't have control of that. It might sound scary, but I'm just assume it. I mean, even let's say it's not. There's no harm pretending like there is. All right, we got a big concert event going here. But if it's true, then yeah, don't TikTok while you're taking a dump. Yeah, but your phone has a camera on both sides. Like right now, I'm facing forward. That's the forward camera. And then you got a second camera on this side. So we have 2 sides for the camera right now. You want to be on YouTube? Wave to everybody. You having a fun night? Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. I didn't see. It was a lot of people outside, but I didn't see what concert it was. It might not be 25. It might be a random picture here or there. Right? There's all kinds of things. Like, have you ever noticed your phone just randomly turns on for a second and then turns off? Mine does that. Like once or twice an hour, I'll see the light pop on and then it turns off. Like, I don't know if it's a notification or the AI just taking a recording. Yeah, it's. I don't know what they're recording. It might not be a full-on 4K video of you all day long. But here's the thing, unless they want to record you. If you've done something that puts you on their radar, you sure as well bet that they're recording a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. A lot more than you think about it. I know it sounds like conspiracy stuff, but a lot of the stuff you think wouldn't be true becomes true. Because we have a thing that tracks where you are at all time. A thing that has a camera on it connected to the internet at all times. Why wouldn't the government do that? That's what Snowden released, and that's why he got in trouble, because he basically said the government's recording all this shit. And that's back before technology was as good as it is. Donut bars? No, but there are bakeries. Let's go find a bakery. Yeah, because all the advertisement people are listening to what you're saying and all that. And that's what you do see. That's not the secret stuff. Sorry, I'm not trying to figure anyone else. I just assume it is. Like Allison, if you see her iPad that she TikToks on, she has the camera's covered with a piece of clay. She's like, I'm not going to quit TikTok. I'll just put clay over my camera. I think there is some vegan bakery. Oh, we're going to hit a dead zone. All right, let's just go around this so I don't... Yeah, your movements where you are is tracked. In fact, it'll be used in... Oh, this is getting really wonky right now. I don't know if I'm running low on my charge or not. Because it's like, if I go like this, it's kind of turning funny. But yeah, your movements are tracked. It's used in trials now. They'll just take your phone. I mean, that's... Oh. All right, I think I'm back. I was getting a little bit disconnected. Nope, a little bit reconnected. Yeah, so... yeah, we're in a bad spot. Okay, I think we are back. I forgot this. I was walking down an area where it disconnects a lot. Okay. Yeah, the stabilizers. Oh, no. All right, the stabilizer's acting up too. It might just be it didn't have enough of a charge. I thought I had it charged all night, but it keeps... All right, let's go find... We're gonna go find one of the bakeries. There's two bakeries that are open at this hour, which makes sense. I don't know why you wouldn't be open this hour. There's gotta be a lot of people, smoking some stuff that need a good cookie. Good donut. Wow, this is just really odd right now. My stabilizer is just like super crooked. Okay, there we go. But now it looks like it's facing down too much. Okay, I think we're okay. It's getting nice now. There's a bit of a breeze. It doesn't feel as hot as it was. Well, look, my stabilizer is just going real crooked right now. I think it must be losing its charge. I'm sure I'm losing charge. All right, I'm gonna try to hold it up as straight as possible. Now it's going. Yeah, this is.
también?
Why is my stabilizer? I'm definitely getting tired because it's just like it's going wonky. It's kind of going sideways as I walk. it's like really trying hard. It's like, no, I can't do it anymore. I can't stay up. I can't stabilize. No. I know, that's the next thing. I need a charger and a charger and a microphone for the windy days. Oh, it's dead. It's dead. I think we're dead. I think it's dead. Okay, I'm gonna shut it off. Turn it back on. Okay, let's see if that... Okay, it just went dead. It crashed. Okay, Jason, thanks for hanging out. Sleep well. It's always wonderful having you hang out while I walk around. I don't know, my stabilizer does show that it's, the battery is okay. I mean, it doesn't look like it's dead, so I don't know what why it's acting up so much. I don't think it's overheated. Maybe it's overheated. I didn't think about it. Maybe the heat is starting to get to the electronics a little bit. It is fun that a few people tonight have been excited to be on YouTube. People are having fun tonight. No, it doesn't feel hot, so I don't know. I don't know why the stabilizer just, it's like slowly, it goes a little bit to this side, and it like floats back over to the other side, and then it just turned off by itself, so it feels like it's low on charge. But I'm looking at the battery, and it's like still got a decent charge on it. So I'm not sure. I have 2 stabilizers now, though. I really should have a second one backed up and the bag ready to go if this one dies. Because I have a backpack on. I brought a backpack in case I found stuff. Because I forgot it the other night. I had a book inside my jacket sleeve. It's so fun. I mean, I've been doing the walk channel, for 6 weeks? And those 6 weeks, I've walked in low as 30 degrees and as high as 85 degrees. It's kind of crazy. I've had a whole gambit of walking in the last month. Yeah, I haven't really seen street candy pirates tonight. Maybe there's just a lot of people out, so they're kind of a little bit nervous right now. All right, Darren. Take care. Darren, you've been up all night, isn't it? Like 7 a.m. for you? You're on my schedule. Wake up. You see sunlight, you gotta wake up. Hey, Accesses.
Even if we didn't have like anything else to do the rest of the
I could have been there alone.
If we didn't have anything, we could have.
I think we're 2 blocks away from late night donuts. It's a really bad place for parking. It is. I mean, you can park here easily Tuesday night or Tuesday during the day, but yeah, Saturday, Sunday, Friday, there's no parking at all. But that's why you don't drive here. You take the subway. Come in the subway and walk around. Then it's awesome. Yeah, Darren, you're a vampire. Sun's coming out. You better watch out. You might start burning up. Man, that's like, sometimes I think it'd be cool to be a vampire, because you live forever, but you don't enjoy the daytime. So I'd have to hire someone to get all my comic packages during the day. I really want to see that, was it Renfield or whatever? That movie looks fun. I like the idea of a character who's in charge of taking care of the affairs of a vampire.
We're here.
Yeah, I seem to walk around at past midnight often.
You're never in town, man.
was that? McCarran Park. Some kind of fun event. All right. We're a couple blocks away from Donuts. So mile-wise, the village is 1.5 miles to 2 miles, but it's across the river. So if you're going to walk, it's probably about 3-mile walk to the village. Daywalker. I'm a sparkly Edward vampire where I sparkle in the sunshine.
I did tell him though that
Oh, that's cool. I use Streamlabs and I pay for the highest tier service so that I get like 120 megabyte upload speed so I can stream at 1080p. Doing 360s will be hard though because I think that has to have 4K upload to get a clear stream with 360. So that might be a little bit hard. But you might want to just try a regular, non-360 walk. Hey, Paul. I don't know, right? As of right now, you want to say hello? You guys having fun?
Of course,
Yeah, yeah, we're having fun. Fun night. I don't know, right now I want to live as much as possible because I want to collect comics and I want to see all the Marvel movies for the next 50 years. I want to keep going.
songs and then
Yeah, but Edward does in the toilet series. When the sun hits him, he sparkles. Yeah, I was, I forget what interview I was watching, but the one guy was talking about a story where someone wishes for immortality, so he lives forever, but he doesn't have immortal youth. So he just gets older and older. So he lives forever, but he just decays to the point where he's just like a living skeleton. Right? That sounds like miserable. So living forever, if you just keep getting older and older and more decrepit, sounds like a nightmare. Yeah. She walks a little bit. She probably gets as many steps in as I do. But yeah, she's not a fast walker at all. Well, the thing is, a 360, if you want a 1080p picture, you need because it's both sides all the way around, you actually need a 4K stream. Wait, did I pass the bakery? Maybe the bakery's the other direction. We'll have to go to the bakery over the second bakery, I think. I'm a little bit lost at the moment because I think we're way past where it is. Yeah, and the other side, there's 2 more. There's at least 20 or 30 within like 5 blocks. That's because it's a party neighborhood. People come here to, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. People come here to have a fun time. So there's a lot of them here. And plus every deli and every other place. It's just easy to get right now. It's crazy because, 3 years ago, you'd go to jail. Now it's just like, you go to get, a bagel and, a couple joints. It's crazy. Just how easy it is to get now. And they're not even legal. I think there's only 2 or 3 legal dispensaries in the city. But they're not really doing anything right now. Very lax laws at the moment. Exactly. Yeah, I don't really like THC. I don't like the paranoid feelings I get. But I love CBD. I feel like I don't function without it. I'm afraid to visit like another country where CBD is still illegal. Like, I don't know how I would function without it. Anyone see Guardians of the Galaxy? Did you guys love it as much as I did? I won't spoil it or anything, but I thought it was fantastic. All right, we're just going in circles now. That's awesome, Paul. I love it when people can just hang out and enjoy my enjoyment. And it's just to be there to have a fun time. It's not even about what it is, but just the fun of it.
It's like a bodega that does like breakfast.
No, I'm already hyped up enough just by my naturalness. All right, I'm coming to Australia then. I actually want to go comic hunting in Australia. It's on my to-do list. It's one of the locations I want to go. In Australia, they have some rare Ziggy stuff too, but I think I have most of it. Do they have any big comic conventions in Australia? I'm sure they do. I gotta go one year whenever there's like a... Oh, here we go. What do you guys want to see? There's a lot of cake.
How many years have you been friends with them?
There's a big crowd in front of it. But yeah, they're still open. You can still get... Oh, there's a crowd. There's like 20 or 30 people. No, I'm just recording the cake. Just the cake. Just the cake.
No,
You like
paper
it?
don't mind. I like cake if you like liquor.
I do like liquor. Yeah. So in there's a lot of people buying cake. A lot of people baking cake. All right, I'm gonna go the opposite direction.
They might have been candy, yeah.
But yeah, some people just don't like to be recorded, which I understand. But as you know, as we were discussing before, you're gonna record it everywhere you go. Honestly, I've probably been recorded this whole time. People are on their phones. People are in, you know, there's security, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, they have all kind. Yeah, I think they do have blueberry cheesecake, or at least I saw a cheesecake, some with cherry on it. But I wouldn't be surprised if they have blueberry. My favorite cheesecake is Junior's. Junior's has a fantastic cheesecake. Coffee and cake is good. What I can eat from that place that's delicious is they make a really good rice pudding. It has a little bit of raisins in it, which I actually really like. Like normally I wouldn't think I would like it because I don't like fruit within my creamy things. But theirs is really good. I actually really like it. And then it's got a little cinnamon on top. It's delicious.
Don't record! God damn it!
It might, because there might be a small, very small trace amount of THC in it. Although I think one of my mom's packages got confiscated at some point and they tested it and it came out 0% THC. All right, I'm gonna go back more north. I feel like every time I start coming to the south side, people start getting a little bit anxious about the recording. You know, I mean, at least for me, I'm self-employed, so I don't even have to worry about that. But it sucks if you have to piss in a jar occasionally for your work to test to see if you're on drugs. That would suck. I do drink coffee. I like it really milky and sweet. I want it to be like a milkshake practically. I mean, I can drink black coffee. I like coffee flavor in general. I was born in New Jersey. I grew up in New Jersey. I moved to Brooklyn in, well, I went to school in New York. I went to NYU for 2 years. And then I moved into Brooklyn with Allison in '98. So I've been in here, a New Yorker, for 25 years. But I grew up in the suburbs in New Jersey, like 20 minutes out. Yeah, real Junior's cheesecake. That's the cheesecake you want. That's a real New York cheesecake. That's like top of the line, best cheesecake. I drink, you know, occasional Red Bull whenever I feel wheezy because it helps with my asthma, so I get caffeine that way. And I probably drink way too much soda. I'm trying to cut back. I'm trying to drink, for every bottle of soda, I try to drink a bottle of water, so I'm not just inhaling sugar because I haven't been doing too well with sugar. So I've been cutting back with sugar. Well, Allison's from New York. This is just her home. Her family's lived in this neighborhood for 80 years, 90 years. Like, she didn't grow up in this neighborhood. She grew up in Queens, but her grandparents and great grandparents were from this neighborhood.
But
Like where my shop is now is literally like a couple blocks away from where Allison's parents grew up. It's kind of crazy if you ask me. Yeah, New York's always fun. I mean, New York is huge, so there's just so much you can do. That just like, just visiting once or twice for a few days, it's just a small touch of New York. In fact, I miss out. There's stuff going on every weekend. I miss out because I don't have enough time and energy to do it all. This past weekend was Free Comic Book Day, but it was also, they had a comic art convention, like original comic art convention. Then they had a comic show in Queens I could have went to. Streetside Anthony had a big garage sale with 60 long boxes out, $2 a piece. I didn't make it to that either. There was literally probably like a dozen comic related things I could have been doing. But instead, I just walked around my neighborhood looking for garage sales and going to free comic book stuff. I'm sure if you sound on Northern, they probably think you sound funny down in Texas. Allison's, I think, Polish-Russian, and I'm like Scotch-Irish. I think at least with my ancestry DNA test, I think I'm like 60% Irish, 20% Scottish, and then like a whole mix of everything else. Oh, that's fun. I mean, Brooklyn is huge. It's a big amount of land, and there's a lot of people in Brooklyn. Millions of people. Let's kind of, I want to go this way, I think. I'm trying to just decide which way I want to go. I'm kind of just going in circles right now. I'm trying to get my steps in. I feel like I've had 2 wonderful random experiences with people and 2 bad ones tonight. So I don't know if it's a good night or a bad night. It's a little mix of both. Yeah. My dad's grandfather went through Ellis Island, so we got changed from Powers to Power. I mean, from Power to Powers for last name. No, I can't imagine myself ever getting a tattoo. I like too many things that, like, once I start, I'll be the tattooed man. I mean, the only tattoo I would get is maybe my son's name. If he like wrote his name on me, I might get that. That's the only tattoo I ever thought that I would consider getting. Like have him write his name on me and then I get that tattooed. Yeah, they did a lot of that. They would just change your name just to make it sound more like the fit-in American. It's kind of crazy how many names got changed that way. I mean, I guess it just made it easier to understand, but kind of sad at the same time. At least that's all they do. It sounds like now trying to immigrate is way harder than it was back then. Tattoo man. No, tattoos are cool. I like tattoo culture in general, and I like the idea of having, like, a bad tattoo looks bad, but like a really cool tattoo can look amazing. But yeah, I don't know. Nah, I like too much. I don't need tattoos on my skin. Although, I mean, I've liked Ziggy enough. I don't think my interest in Ziggy will ever change. But I mean, I love Ziggy, but Ziggy isn't who I am, if that makes sense. So I don't know if I would want to tattoo Ziggy on me. My pursuit as a collector and helping other collectors and the enjoyment of collecting, that's way more of who I am than the fact that I collect Ziggy. Ziggy is just a thing I love that I collect. But I love the act of collecting way more than what it is I collect. You know what? We still do. We still need immigrants to come in and do all kinds of labor in the country. In fact, I think there's a lot of industries that are struggling right now because they're so a backlash of having immigrants. But, you know, immigrants help. Sometimes you need a labor force that's willing to work a little bit cheaper and will work really hard to keep your, things growing and getting stronger. Oh, that's cool. None of us are boring. We all have a mix from all of. I mean, we're all Africans if you go far back enough. My lineage goes back to the Mayflower.
They'll give it to me no matter what.
So. This heat's getting to me a little bit. I feel myself getting really kind of drained. That'll be fun. I do love Indiana Jones. I love it at the first movie when they're bringing the Ark into the giant warehouse. I feel like that's what I need. A big warehouse to have the rarest treasures.
That's what I'm like, all we do is like the Yankees.
Yeah, there's a few in the neighborhood. It's kind of neat. Help out people that are less fortunate. I think there's some nights I saw a line of like 10 people trying to get some food. It's good. I mean, some people need a little bit extra help. Mad hardcovers. I don't know if I've seen hardcovers. Oh, that's actually threw them out. Yeah, I know. I've heard so many stories like that, which is a bummer. Especially if you were in the Marines. Here you were putting your life possibly in jeopardy defending the country and all your stuff got thrown out. You're probably a little bit heartbroken. I don't know how to prevent that though, because I've heard lots of people lose all their stuff when they go out. Some people keep it, some people don't. What is the Queen's Comic one called? There's always comic conventions. Queen's Comic Party has one in the neighborhood in Williamsburg once a month too. That one I like. That one's actually really fun. I've done well at the last two. The Queen's Comic Party one is smaller. Yeah, Paul, I know which ones you're talking about. They're just like regular paperbacks. I have a bunch of the Sergio Aragonis ones. There's a few others. There was, I'm trying to think. Someone I saw had them, but they wanted to. Oh yeah, I was at a garage sale this weekend, but they wanted like $5 a book. I was trying to get them for like $1 or $2. I think they're cool. Yeah, I love it. I love just having all kinds of topics come up where we're talking about interesting things. It makes it more interesting for me to walk because I'm like, maybe I'm learning a few things. I'm sharing knowledge. We're talking about all kinds of things. I do love interesting conversation. Now, the good news, Paul, is you can get a lot of those for $5 or under. So if there's any you really, really want, you can rebuild the collection. I gotta get past the bar. Very busy bar. People are having a fun time. I never heard of Cosmic Con. I wonder if that's good or not. So yeah, Paul, in 93, I sold off my whole comic collection because I was sick of... Oh, Empire State Building. We are orange and blue tonight. If someone wants to look up why it's orange and blue. I still, even the earlier ones, Paul, I still think you can find the books. The magazines get kind of pricey. The books, I think you can still find the early ones. And it might be fun to try to recreate them, just, on a budget, one or two here or there. Because I did that. I sold my whole collection in 93, and I've pretty much rebuilt it, plus multiplied it 100 times over. There's only about 5 comics I'm missing still that I need to get. More expensive ones.
Well, I got this collar.
But, I mean, at least I got to sell mine to put towards college or to help with my college costs and living at the time. Just having it thrown out is always a bummer. Yeah, why not? There's many ways to collect stuff like that. And one of the coolest ways is to do it in person in a hunting style, right? Going to used bookstores, comic shops, flea markets, garage sales, and just seeing what you can find. I mean, this weekend I saw at least 20 or 30 of those books from the 60s and 70s. You wanted $5 each. I didn't want to pay $5, but if you're really looking for those, $5 is not terrible. You buy one or two here or there. And then occasionally you might find a whole stack of like 20 of them for $20. Yeah, no, Accesses, I'm not sure if I'm saying your name right. You don't have to buy new comics. I don't buy new comics, only if it's an artist I really like. You can wait and try to buy a lot of stuff in dollar bins or buy collections later on. You don't have to pay $4 an issue. $4 is only good if you're buying an issue every month to read. But if you're not reading it right away, then you can wait and you can get a lot of comics a lot cheaper. In fact, I really... Oh, that's cool. So that's for the Islanders. Yeah, that looks like the Islanders covers. That makes sense. Yeah, but you don't have to buy new books for $4 a piece. I rarely do. I might buy 5 or 10 a week if I'm going crazy, but I'm only buying artists I absolutely love and I want mint condition ones. If I want to read them, I buy like a long box for $100 once every couple months. I just catch up on a lot of stuff. I prefer hardcover or graphic novels when I read them. I want the hard, heavy book because it feels nice in the hand and it weighs it down nicely. I absolutely love hardcovers. Omnibuses are great, but they're expensive. It's almost cheaper to get individual issues than the omnibuses. Yeah, no, Golden Age stuff is amazing, and I love hunting for Golden Age because it's hard to find. So it's an actual treasure hunt, and it's not like a... You know, some things, if you have enough money, you can just go and get. It doesn't matter. Amazing Spider-Man, you want them, you could just go and get them. Whereas Golden Age stuff, you have to work to find that stuff. You have to work hard because sometimes there's only one copy on eBay, and it's 10 times what it should be, and you never see a cheap one. And then every once in a while, you look out and you see a cheap one.
They weren't like
So the New 52 or the right after the New 52 when they did the rebirth.
Are these guys out here again?
Because New 52 was exciting, but yeah, there's a lot of issues. But I bought almost everything for the new 52 for like $1 or less. I barely bought any of those. I just bought collections. You know, like a couple times a year, I'd buy someone who had bought like 100 of them for $4 a piece, and I'd buy them for 50 cents or $1 as a collection. It's really rare for me to buy new stuff for cover price. That's super cool. Oh, Google lied to you. Oh, why? Is the Empire State Building something else? What is it now? Yeah, it's street candy night, but oh, I found a cool one-piece manga in Japanese from the book box. That was actually the coolest thing I found tonight. And some kids' books I decided to grab because they look interesting. Well, I keep telling everyone the story of you going to pick up comics at 12:45 at night. To me, that was insane. Super insane. Oh yeah, Rebirth. Yeah, no, with that kind of stuff, I end up just buying it later on. I don't buy it as it comes out because I don't read it usually. Or I wait to read it in trade paperback for it. So for single issues, I just wait. It's like even Will, he gave me like a bunch of books just from like a month ago. Like I really buy new stuff for $4 a piece. I'm not saying don't buy it. I'm saying be very limited on what you buy new. Like it has to be something you really, really want for the cover, or something you really, really want to read right away. But if it's something you're just kind of casually collecting, you can wait on that. I will. Don't sell the box you got the other night though. I want those. I'll buy the whole thing. You just bring it to me on Sunday, baby. I want that whole box. It looks beautiful. Twilight books are so common that they really are hard to sell. I don't hate Twilight. I don't love it either. I have the Funko Pops. I have all of them because they're kind of cool. And I like the sparkly Edward. I always say I'm an Edward because I'm so pale like a vampire. I shimmer in the light, in the sunlight. Alright, I'm trying to read everyone while it's just hot out here. I can't read anymore. Okay, comic collections don't happen for me in the rainforest, so I have to save up for comics. I need to get them that way. Limited options down here, but I love single issue collecting as well. So KGB, I can imagine that on eBay you can find collections. I'm sure you could buy a collection on eBay and have it shipped to you. Because I know books are a big thing at eBay. I watch, wait, let me walk by this engine. I can't even hear what's going on. I believe, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe in Australia you can't sell used books on Amazon. So a lot of the used book selling is done through eBay. I watch Back from Burnout. She's an Aussie bookseller. I absolutely love her channel. It's awesome. But she, that's what she does. She just sells books. So she goes to like the big book conventions and picks up like thousands of books for $1 or $2. And so I'm always looking for the graphic novels and stuff because I want a bunch of Australian books. Star Wars comics, I have all of them. I have a full set, 1 through 107. And I have, in most cases, I have both the newsstand and the direct. So I have almost 2 full sets. And yeah, Star Wars. Star Wars is my childhood. Well, that's something I used to do in the early 2000s. I loved buying G.I. Joe parts and fixing them and stuff. One thing you have to be careful, though, is a lot of people will do that, too, and then they sell off the parts they can't use. So a lot of times they're so random that you can't put them all together. But there are collectors that have drawers of parts so that they buy tons and tons of lots, and it's organized, and whenever they have a figure to complete, they complete the figure. Trading cards are cool. I have a box of about 1,000 original vintage Star Wars. I finally started letting people start picking them out for $1 or $2 a piece. I need to put them all in the sleeves and make a whole box of $1 to $3 Star Wars cards because they sell well. Every time someone asks if I have any. So newsstand will be sold at like an actual newsstand, at Barnes & Noble, at any place that sells newspapers, magazines, and whatnot. So those usually get more beat up, and that's why they're usually worth more, or they're less distributed, at least modern. Once you get into the 90s, there wasn't a lot of newsstand left. And then direct market was sold through comic shops. So that's like direct to the market. That's why it's directed, because it's directly to the comic shops. Whereas the newsstands would have been like where newspapers, magazines, and all that. But they're not really an era. They all have a boner, or they look like they do. Yeah, spinner racks, exactly. So like back in the 70s, newsstands were mostly how they were sold. Into the 80s, it kind of was like even 50-50, so neither one is really worth more. But once you get into the 90s, the newsstands are always worth a lot more. And then when you get into the 2000s, newsstands are like ghosts. They're super rare. So like if you saw my haul today, I bought a 9.2 first appearance of Echo, but it was a newsstand. So I knew that thing was super rare, so I decided to get that one, even though it was only a 9.2. But yeah, Will's talking about this one Star Wars card where C-3PO looks like he has a boner. So it's kind of more valuable because it's funny. But I think all of them are like that. Oh, that's sad that you lost them, but that's life, right? You get so busy and you move again, and before you know it, you're like, where did I put that stuff? I haven't seen it in 20 years. Yeah, and I don't know if they correct that error, because I almost see it every time I see it. Like, I don't think I've ever seen one where it doesn't have that error. But yeah, just a visual error. Oh, they did? Okay. So I'm thinking that the reprint is actually the rare version, because the actual funny card is probably the one that that people pay for, is probably the more common version. Because that's the one I always see. Which way do I want to go? I don't know if I want to deal with any more drunken people. It's been a crapshoot. It's been like 50% wonderful, 50% scary tonight. Yeah, he was popular. It would be cool. You know what I like about Mark Hamill is he's a big collector advocate. So he's done TV series shows just about collectors, and I always thought that was super awesome. Like he'll actually visit collectors and stuff. Yeah, I used to have a lot more of that, but it's getting really hard to find the cards anymore. Like right in my shop window, I actually have printouts of all the packs in the window because I used to sell them all the time. But since the pandemic, all that stuff has dried up. People are like grading it and selling it for huge fortunes. They're not as cheap as they used to be. I used to be able to get them and sell them for like $1 to $3 a pack. Now it's so hard. I actually need to find a lot more cards for the shop. I am really sold out at the moment. And yeah, autocorrect sucks. I can never type things properly. It always autocorrects me into the funniest sounding sentences. Yeah, I because I buy and sell stuff, I do pay attention to prices, but I don't sell things if they go up, if it's something I want to keep. But I do track pricing so that when I'm buying it, I want to buy, honestly, everything I buy, I want it for a deal. Even if I'm buying a brand new comic, I want 10% off, if that makes sense. Because that way I feel like no matter what, if the price goes down, it's fine because I paid a good price. And if it goes up, awesome, I made a good return. Let's go this way. And it's not like things are easy to sell in general. It's not like there's a magical machine where you just shove stuff into it and money comes out. It's not like things have a intrinsic value. It's not like a bar of gold that has a value that you can just get at any time. It's like something that looks like it's worth 20, could be 30 if you put a lot of work into it. It could be worth 10 if you put a little bit of work. It could be worth 5 if you need to get rid of it real quick. But yeah, the movie cards are cool. I love the movie cards. Big fan of those. I started selling those in high school. I remember bringing cards into high school and trying to sell to the kids. trading cards have been a big part of my life. In college, I sold sports cards at conventions. That's kind of how I made money in college. I would go around on my bike from store to store trying to find the packs with the best cards. Like there's different tricks. The scorecards, the middle, it would be 3 rows of packs. The middle pack, third one down was always the insert card. So I'd go to store, find new boxes, and I would buy that pack. ET's cool. ET's easy. I had a neighbor in 2004, a friend of mine. I mean, he was a neighbor, but he became a friend. He had like the most amazing ET collection. He was on MTV shows and stuff. It was pretty cool, but I think he sold most of it. I mean, the pandemic did affect my shop in some ways. In some ways, it's great. We sold a lot the last couple of years. It's slowing down now, but it's changed the market a lot. Yeah, I collect a lot of things too. But I try to collect rare. I mean, as a kid, I loved Hot Wheels. I don't collect Hot Wheels, but I sell Hot Wheels. Like, if I can get red lines, those are like gold. But in general, like modern day Hot Wheels, I don't see them gaining value that often. So they're mostly things that are cheap impulse buy toys. Like kids love them. Some adults like just collecting their favorite cars. So whenever I can get like new sealed ones for $1 or $2, so I can sell them for like 2 or 3, I like to get them. Oh yeah, quarter packs, that was amazing. I loved getting my Garbage Pail Kids and all that kind of stuff. Not something that happens anymore though. A new pack's like $5. $5. That's crazy. It's 20 times the cost. What else is 20? Like comic books aren't even 20. Comic books were 60, 75 cents when packs were $0.25. So that's 6-7 times the cost. Versus, I remember buying a slice of pizza for 75 cents back then. And a slice today is like $4, $5. So that's like 5 times. Inflation, it kind of sucks. It's crazy to think, comic books in the late 30s were 10 cents. And by the late 50s, they were still 10 cents. They were 10 cents for 30s, 40s, like 30 years. Prices did not go up at all because things were tied to a silver pricing or gold and silver standard. So prices were stable, but in the 70s, they decided we needed inflation to grow the economy. Basically, the idea with inflation is that prices go up so that you have to make more to pay for things. So because you have to make more, you have to hire more, and then people get higher wages. And the idea is to stimulate the economy. But it's on this roller coaster where you're constantly having to have higher and higher prices to keep it going. And I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Because it kind of sucks that every year everything is more expensive. Yeah, $7 is crazy.
We're the leftover.
But also modern day cars, you have a much bigger chance of hitting something of great value. So it's kind of like gambling too. Back in the day, you would like, maybe if you got Michael Jordan rookie when it came out, that was cool. But today you might get like a 1-of-1 card that's worth $5,000.
I told him that.
I was like, what are you gonna do?
Eric like, they're holding my card. I'm like,
Oh, that's super cool. Whole lunch bag full. Yeah, as a kid, whenever you would get like a big pile of stuff, that's awesome. Yeah, $12, and even $12 is cheap. I think they're going up higher. I think they're $15 now for most pops, which is too much. It's not. It's like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the pop market. I'm not happy with it right now. Funko Pops cost way too much. Hey, oh man, we've been going for almost 2 hours. This is crazy. It's amazing you guys hang out with me for like 2 hours straight. I think this is the coolest thing ever. I'm glad I'm entertaining enough. It's good though. I cannot wait till this channel is monetized so that I can start having a little bit of a budget to do something. Is this? Oh yeah, that's the same fashion sale. So where are we at? We have 2 garage sales for tomorrow to go to. One looks like it sucks. One is sort of interesting looking. Hopefully we find more tomorrow while we're walking around. Yeah, it really does. I can't believe we're at 2 hours. I've gone over by 20 minutes what I thought I was going to do. I'm going to go to 2 hours straight, I think. So 4 more minutes. And then we'll call it a night. But this has been fun. Yeah, I had the step counter. So I know if I go for an hour 45 minutes, it's 10,000 steps. So I tried to aim for an hour 45. So I'm probably at 12,000 steps tonight. Or I will be at 12,000. Yeah, and people don't like buying those big ones. So they go on clearance and they're really like $20. Like every once in a while, someone will buy them for $40 in my shop. But yeah, they don't really sell that well. Yeah, I should be hitting 300 soon. I know I just broke 1,000 or 1,100 watch hours a couple days ago. So after today, we'll probably be at like 12 or 1,300, which means we're 30% of the way where we need to be to hit the 4,000. And then we're 30% of the way on subs too. So hopefully like a month from now, we'll be almost at the 4,000 and 4,000 watch hours, 1,000 subs. I need to figure out a way to get more people to subscribe though. I don't know. A lot of people don't want to just watch someone walk around, but I know some people just enjoy the conversation. No, the big ones are way too big. It's like you gotta pay $10 a month rent to have those. Oh yeah, I loved all those candies. I'd go with $1 and buy like 5 different things at the store back then. Yeah, I loved all that stuff. I'm such a candy, but modern day candy is like corn syrup and not sugar, so it's so much worse for your health. Not that eating tons of candy, cigarettes, and wax bottles are good for you either. But yeah, wax lips. It's kind of weird. Like, were those edible? Like, I don't remember those edible. You could chew on them, but they were kind of odd. All right. I feel like I was afraid of tonight's walk because it's so hot out, but I feel like I've been okay. I was going to be afraid that during the summer I wouldn't be able to get my walks in and I'd like get unhealthy again. Because I kind of like having the stamina to walk 6 miles and not like just talk with you guys and not even realize I've done it. Yeah, everything tastes more chemically and I mean, I don't know if it's good for you, but actual sugar, way better than all the corn syrup crap. Whatever is in the... No, I guess regular sugar is just glucose, not sucrose and dextrose. Yeah. I'm really happy I got a walk done today. Yesterday, I just wasn't feeling it. I was too tired. I was kind of bummed out I missed the day. But it's really happy, or it makes me happy that I did a comic and a walk today. This is cool. One of these days, I gotta try the triple feature again, where I do the comic, the walk, and the main channel. The store video. I'll do it again. At least next week I'll do another 10 boxes. I'm gonna try to do a 10 box purge each week. Yeah, chemical goo is a right. Man, there's so much music going on in the neighborhood. Yeah, I'm happy too. This was actually a really fun night. I kind of was missing it after yesterday, so I'm so happy I got it. Plus, I don't get my steps in. If I don't get my steps in, I feel like, oh no, I'm gonna just stop walking again. Yeah, I missed you guys too. It was really a, you know, I was kind of sad I missed it, but I just wasn't feeling it yesterday. But you know why? It's because I walked to Greenpoint twice trying to look for the new Zelda game for the cool kid. So that I was already worn out from that. And I hung out with Jason in person. He came to my shop and helped me out for like a couple hours. So it's also kind of like socialized out. When I talk to people too much in person, I get really worn out. Okay, we're at 2 hours. I think I'm gonna call it quits for the night because I'm tired. Whew. It's a good one though. It's been a good walk today. All right, let me flip the camera. Say goodnight. Good night, all you beautiful people. I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for 2 hours. This has been fantastic. And hopefully I can keep it up. I should be back tomorrow, maybe during the day. Maybe tomorrow night. I'll see. I'm gonna try to do garage sales in the morning at like 9 or 10 o'clock, but I don't know how late I'm gonna be up tonight, but I'm gonna try. Okay, so I'll either see you guys tomorrow, early afternoon, early morning, or I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Okay, love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.